Allegiance will be led by Representative Don Wilson from House District 20. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Randall, please call the roll.
Representatives Amable, Armagoss, Bacon.
Excused.
Byrd, Bockenfeld, Basenecker, Bottoms, excused. Bradfield, Bradley, Catlin, Doherty, DeGraff, excused. Degree Kennedy, Dixon, Duran, English, Epps, Evans, Frizzell, Froelich, Garcia, Gonzalez Gutierrez,
Excused.
Hamrick, Hartsook, Herod,
Excused.
Holtorf, Judah, Joseph, Kip, Leader, Lindsay, Lindstedt, Luck, Lukens, Lynch, Mabry, Marshall, Martinez, Morrow,
Excused.
McCormick, McLaughlin, Michelson Janae, Ortiz, Berenti, Puglisi, Ricks, Sharbini, Sirota, Snyder, Soper, Story, Taggart, Tatone, Valdez, Velasco, Vigil, Weinberg, Weissman, Wilford, Wilson, Winter, Woodrow, Young. Madam Speaker, and Representative Bacon is present.
Members, with 59 present, 5 excused, 0 absent, 1 vacant, we do have a quorum. Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the Journal of Friday, January 20th, 2023 be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Members, I hope you have heard the motion that the journal be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. Whew, it's a Monday. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Announcements and introductions. Representative Holtorf. Representative McCormick.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am a stand-in, I believe, for the Ag Committee Chairwoman and Vice Chair. So I want to hold this up because for the donations that were made to the National Western Stock Show, your committee purchased 2 animals. They purchased a market hog and they purchased a market steer. They were able to pool over $23,000 raised by not only the House, the Senate, but also the lobby stakeholder groups and some members of the lobby corps. And I was very proud of the showing that we had last Friday at the National Western Stock Show. And I think we should all be proud of each other. Oh, here we go. I'm stalling. So here's if you want to get an official report, I'm going to turn it over, ma'am, to the Ag Chairwoman.
Representative McCormick.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to my colleague from Akron. We really had a very good time Friday night. And thank you to all of you and to our Senate colleagues who, together, with the help of many others in the industry, we were able, did you say a number out loud? We were able to raise over $23,000. So the winner of the contest were the kids. It wasn't the House or the Senate or the Democrats or the Republicans. It was those kids, and we were able to purchase we purchased a reserve champion Chester hog. Oh, that's the wrong one. Reserve champion Berkshire hog. That's not the right one either. You're on the wrong page.
That's not.
Where's the hog?
Well, what number was it? 20-something.
50.
In the 20s.
Well, anyway, we purchased a really nice hog, and we also purchased a steer. No, that's yours. Anyway, we bought 2 wonderful animals that were gorgeous. We were able to congratulate those kids, and those kids now have significant funding for their college or to buy their next animal. We purchased an animal from Cope, Colorado, and it was the very last animal up for sale that night, so we rounded up the night and made everyone happy that night, and I really appreciate all that contributed to that evening. And to those of us that were able to be there. So thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Rep. McCormick. Rep. Catlin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's an honor to serve with you.
And an honor to serve with you.
Hang on a minute, I got a conversation going on behind me. Colleagues, really what I wanted to do is to come down here and thank you. You can't hear me? Microphone. Oh, well, it's on the wrong side. Okay. Can you hear me now? I'm down here this morning to just simply say thank you. Thank you to those of you who participated with this. It gives Colorado the opportunity to say that our kids are important. It says that agriculture is important. And those of you sitting in this room agreed with that and gave us the opportunity to go to that sale and do something good for the youth of the state of Colorado. There are hundreds of thousands of dollars of scholarships that go to participants in this stock show. That cannot work if we don't participate. And I want you to know I'm proud of you. I think you all stood up and said it doesn't matter which side of the aisle, it's always fun to compete. But we did it together. The Senate, the House, and the people out in the lobby said this is important. I hope we will always feel that way about the stock show. You know, we've had some struggles with it. Maybe we didn't want to keep it and those kind of things. Now we're saying this is home to the stock show, and you helped do that. I want to thank you again from the name tag I wear and from the friend that we've become. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rep. Catlin. Representative Michelson-Janay.
Members, this is a very exciting day. If you are a new member, you have this form on your desk today. This one was already turned in by Representative Weinberg. He is the winner of the Civil Air Patrol contest that you did not know was happening. The Civil Air Patrol, every member has this on their desk. The Civil Air Patrol has a legislative wing. All members of Congress are members of the Civil Air Patrol, and we try to have all members of our state legislature be members of the Civil Air Patrol. Well, what can the Civil Air Patrol do for you? That's a really good question. Do you have a rural area that you can't reach by car, that you need to see? The Civil Air Patrol will take you up in their planes if there is a flood or a fire or some other type of emergency that you need to be able to go and see in your district. I have gone up with the Civil Air Patrol. I survived. It was an incredible flight, and I encourage everybody to become members of the Civil Air Patrol. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And please return these to my desk, number 31, as soon as possible. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Snyder.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And for various and sundry reasons, we don't have any bills quite ready to be heard in the Finance Committee today. So, according to House rules, we're announcing that Finance Committee will not be meeting today. Enjoy your afternoon off. And as a reminder, we have joint finance Thursday upon adjournment, and our first House Finance Committee meeting will be next Monday, the 30th. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Representative McCormick.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today, House Agriculture, Water, and Natural Resources Committee will be meeting at 1:30 in room 0107, which is in the basement. And we will be hearing House Bill 1010 as well as House Joint Resolution 1007. So we'll see you there at 1:30. Thank you.
Minority Leader Lynch.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We've got a couple of absences here today. We actually had a couple of my members got into a wreck this morning on their way. Nothing major. They are getting it checked out, but be careful out there on these roads.
Thank you, Minority Leader Lynch. We hope everyone is okay. Representative Weissman.
Thank you, and good morning, Madam Speaker. This is just an early announcement. I'll say the same thing later in the week. Judiciary Committee members and others with an interest in our business, we had the snow day last week impact our SMART Act hearing, so we've been working with our nonpartisan staff to try to balance that out. We will meet Wednesday to have hearings, as had always been the plan. Instead of starting at 1:30, we're going to start at 12:30. We need to cram a little bit more work in to make up for the snow day. So plan on 12:30 on Wednesday. Details will be in the calendar, and I've communicated separately to members, but I just wanted to announce that here for more clarity. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Weissman. Representative Woodrow, members, our microphones are not working well at the moment. We have called for assistance, but I appreciate you keeping things quiet in the chamber while we have people at the well. Representative Woodrow.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, House State Civic, Military, and Veterans Affairs Committee will meet today at 1:30 p.m. in LSBA to hear House Bills 23, 1028, 1052, and House Concurrent Resolution 1002. See you at 1:30.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Bradfield.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am here because the 2023 Legislator and Governor's Bible Study has started. Tomorrow will be week number 3. You are all invited to participate in this Bible study, which is on Tuesday mornings down in room 009 in the ground level, and it starts at 7:15 and breakfast is served. Please think about it, joining us, and you're certainly welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Any further announcements and introductions before our tribute? Okay. Representative Soper and Gonzalez Gutierrez. Members, we do have a tribute. Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It is an honor to serve with you.
And an honor to serve with you.
Madam Speaker, I ask that the tribute be read at length.
Mr. Randall, please read the tribute.
State of Colorado. The House of Representatives convened in the 74th General Assembly hereby commemorates the Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year is the largest holiday of the year for many Asian communities, with celebrations spanning the globe. Its significance is rooted deep in history, and it remains one of the most important cultural observances for generations of families to reunite, to gather, and to celebrate. Over 2 billion people celebrate this holiday internationally. The Colorado House of Representatives recognizes Coloradans, Asian American, and Pacific Islander leaders here with us today and celebrates the contributions they have made in improving their communities. Honoring varied cultures, traditions, and religions makes us a strong and vibrant state and showcases the beauty of our diverse backgrounds. We hereby celebrate the heritage, the history, and the contributions of all Asian American and Pacific Islander Coloradans. The Colorado House of Representatives invites all Coloradans to learn, join, and come together throughout the upcoming Lunar New Year celebrations as we usher in the Year of the Rabbit and the Year of the Cat for our Vietnamese community. On request of Representatives Serena Gonzalez Gutierrez and Matt Soper, given this 23rd day of January 2023, State Capitol in Denver, signed Julie McCluskey, Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Representative Soper.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and it's an honor to serve with you.
And an honor to serve with you.
Thank you. Members, hopefully you all received one of these little trinkets. This was the 5th year in a row that I've given each one of you in this chamber something to mark the Lunar New Year. And that's because my wife, as many of you know, is from Taiwan and celebrates the Lunar New Year, and being able to share part of that culture here in the House of Representatives is important. We're expanding it a little bit this year and doing a tribute and also extending it over to the Senate. A little bit special from a personal front. It's the Year of the Rabbit. That's also Sarah, my wife's year, so it's her year, as it were. One thing that, when it comes to the Lunar New Year, Asian Americans and Asian Coloradans are amongst some of the most successful in Colorado, highly educated, those that love and value their families, but they're the least likely to be unemployed, the most likely to employ others. So when we think about the contributions made by Asian Americans in Colorado, it's quite remarkable. It's no wonder they're the highest earning minority group within our state, and on top of that have been recognized for countless contributions. That also cuts both ways. That's also been a point, unfortunately, for discrimination on the opposite front. We do have Nina Wong, who just was appointed to the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals here in Colorado, which is a remarkable step, not only from being a female, but she's also a Taiwanese American. And on the note of Taiwan, before I turned over to my co-sponsor of this tribute, I do want to recognize we have the Taiwan Cultural and Economic Office here. We have Director General Bill Wong and his staff. And then before I fully turn it over, I would be remiss if we don't have a language lesson. So I'm going to help everyone say Happy New Year in Mandarin. Gong Xi Fa Sai.
Gong Xi.
So that means Happy New Year. And then there's another one. Si Ling Kuai La. Very good. That means Happy New Year, good fortune and blessings.
Thank you, Representative Soper. Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and members, please feel free to be seated. Thank you. I want to first start off by thanking the community who joins us here today and those that have reached out in request of how we can acknowledge this holiday and that so many people across the world and in the state of Colorado celebrate this. And this is a significant holiday for many cultures, many Asian cultures. And so we wanted to make sure that we acknowledge that. And so I do want to acknowledge some guests that are here with us today from the Lunar New Year Allies Advisory Group and the Vietnamese community of Colorado. So if you could please stand and be acknowledged. Thank you for joining us in the chamber today. And, you know, I watched over the last 4 years Representative Soper come down to the well and do a very lovely announcement at the beginning of every session, you know, celebrating the Lunar New Year and his personal connection to that with his amazing wife, Sarah. And I was very honored to be able to do this tribute alongside with you here today, and of course at request of our community here and leaders across the metro area from the AAPI community. Now, hopefully, Representative Soper and I will be on some future endeavors that you all will soon perhaps know about. It's just a teaser of what's to come because I can't talk about it right now. But unfortunately, just as much as we are here to celebrate this community and recognize this holiday, it is unfortunate that we are here today also in mourning of the tragic events that occurred over the weekend in California during the Lunar New Year celebrations. Madam Speaker, I would like to ask for a moment of silence for those who lost their lives and those who are still fighting for their lives and their loved ones in Monterey Park.
So granted.
Thank you. Although the motive has yet to be determined, this is painful for the AAPI community. And we cannot tolerate these actions. And I know that we can commit ourselves to be an action, an active force in opposing these and other destructive acts that divide our community. You know, I am really, really honored to be able to present this tribute and to celebrate the amazing cultures that surround us here in our state and across this country. And I know that we have some significant celebrations that will be happening this weekend, one of which that takes place in my House district, the best district in the land.
Come now.
And so I just encourage you all to partake in those celebrations and join in this wonderful holiday. And thank you so much for allowing us to do this today.
Representative Soper?
Oh, Madam Speaker, I was going to ask, when all the speakers to the tribute have been exhausted, would like to ask for a brief recess so that the members can greet the guests in the chamber today.
Thank you, Representative Soper. We will make that happen. Representative Hartsook.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On a note, I had the honor and the pleasure of Saturday to attending the Lunar New Year celebration here at George Washington High School. It's the first time they've held it in over 3 years because of all the shutdowns. It was several hours of dances and celebrations and cultural displays. But if you could have seen the look on the kids' eyes, their beaming eyes, they were so excited because that audience, there was over 1,000 of us sitting there. And we were cheering, watching them do the dances. And those kids were so excited and they're going, hey, somebody's actually here. I'm not doing this on Zoom. And so you get to enjoy that with the kids, and they're looking at a bright future, and that's what we need to encourage are those kids and the schools. The dance, the magic schools, the acrobat schools. It was just beautiful to watch. So let's keep the kids in mind and keep encouraging them to pursue that in their future careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Herod.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, you can sit. I just wanted to thank my colleagues for bringing this resolution forward, or this tribute forward. One thing that I was asked by some members of the AAPI community is really quick and easy to do. As we think about the shooting that just happened and the hate that the Asian community is feeling right now, please know that the motive of the shooter and the violence matters less than how people feel about it today. And all I was asked was that as you interact with folks from the AAPI community, just consider asking, how are you? How are you doing? How can I support you? Because that's what matters the most in our communities right now. And so while we're all dealing with so many heartbreaking tragedies, we're all reeling and continue to recover and reel. Just ask folks how they're doing and how you can support. So thanks.
Thank you. Seeing no further discussion, members, we will stand in a brief recess so we may greet our guests. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until later today.